Hello again, back with you guys' favourite league there, the A League. That's what I'm famous for, doing all these A League watch on videos, generally on Friday nights. So feel free to come back for those matches there, where it gets the Brisbane and Central Coast Mariners this time around for the guaranteed match. I might also throw in a few other matches as well too if you're lucky again. But yeah, how last week's matches got on. Brisbane's ended up beating Western Sydney 3-1 there. So let's have a look at it. Scott McDonald scoring a couple goals, 3rd minute and 37 minutes. O'Shea on the score sheet as well too. And Mitchell Duke scoring for Western Sydney. 21 to 6 shots for Brisbane, 6 to 2 on target as well. And Western United surprised Adelaide 5-1 thumping victory. Barisha scoring a couple, Mante on the score sheet, Burgess and Payne as well too. McGree scoring for Adelaide. Oh, hello there, Getman. Nice to see you yet again. I know you just checked out my video I just recently posted on Liverpool and Atletico Madrid and did make a funny comment, so I'll make sure to reply to that after once I did this video. So 25 to 13 shots for Adelaide, 7 to 2 on target for Western United for this match here. Sydney got a 4-1 victory over Melbourne Victory. Good start for the victory with Rojas in the 5th minute, but Ninkovic, Casillas, Lafondra, Barbaros on the score sheet. Hoogland getting sent off for victory on that match there. And I did these 3 matches: Brisbane War against Western Sydney, Adelaide at Western United, and Sydney Melbourne Victory matches. Western, 11 goals in the last 2? Indeed, they scored 6 goals prior to this and 5 goals for that game as well. And there were so many goals for this week's A-League games. We got 4 here, 6 here, so 10, 15, 19, 24 for the 5 matches. So, amazing stuff. My Wellington Phoenix got the win against Central Coast Mariners. Awful team, but they had more shots, but they couldn't do anything with it. Garcia, Hooper, and Soterio scoring the goals for us. Jaya got a late goal for Central Coast to deny a clean sheet and a perfect score, as me and Gatman both predicted 3-0 victories for the Phoenix for that game. And Melbourne City, 3-2 winners over Perth Glory. Griffins, Bungala, and Satirius scoring the goals. Perth with a fight back and so many chances to get a 3rd equalising goal as well too. Chanisi and Foroli scoring the 2 goals in the end for Perth, but just couldn't quite turn around a sensational comeback. A great match nevertheless, and great matches overall, so don't think we're going to have 25 goals this time around, but we'll just have to wait and see. So we have Brisbane War against Central Coast, we have Sydney against Perth, Melbourne City and Western Sydney are playing, Wellington Phoenix and Melbourne Victory are playing, and Adelaide United and Newcastle Jets are also playing up there. Okay, so use this website here, buzzballweekpoints.com, and these goes all the matches since 2006 that they played against each other, basically the start of the A-League. So 32 wins for Brisbane, 7 wins for the Central Coast, and 10 draws. So this match, doing a watch along as mentioned, so make sure you check that one out, it's been quite helpful. 3 wins and 2 draws past 5 matches for Brisbane's. You have to go all the way back to 2014, last time Central Coast was able to defeat Brisbane War there, so I don't like these chances, and they're a team that just doesn't keep a clean sheet in any of their matches basically, like 1 in 45 or something ridiculous like that. Really need to have a closer look at that statistic, because it's bananas. So got to back Brisbane War at home as well too to get the win over Central Coast. But let's have a look first where they are on the table. So Brisbane War in 5th, 3 wins and a draw, past 5 matches for them. For Central Coast, more than 5 defeats in a row, 13 points, destined to be wooden spoon contenders once again. Yeah, cheers, Gatman. You're going 4-2 for Brisbane's. Yes, nice that you're going to be back again for that watch on there. Cheers. Yeah, I'm thinking a 3-1 victory for Brisbane War is my original thinking for this match here. Spec goals, Central Coast Mariners, a very leaky side, 46 goals conceded in 20 games. And where's the next win coming from them? I'm not sure for Central Coast. And when's the next clean sheet coming for them again? Who knows? It's not looking good. So the next game, team that's slightly better than Central Coast is Sydney, who's dominating the A-League. Top of the A-League and back to winning ways after a Asian Champions League slip-up against 10 men's career opposition and a loss against Western Sydney in the derby match, but bounced back strongly, 4-1 victory. Oh, I forgot to say about how we got on with the last week matches. I managed to defeat Gatman there. I managed to get 2 correct out of 5. I got the Sydney game over Melbourne Victory game correct, and I got the Phoenix game over Central Coast Mariners. Gatman only got the Wellington Phoenix game correct, and he also tried to do a bit of a sneaky there with editing one of the comments to seem like he actually predicted Western United to defeat Adelaide, but I was on top of that as I put in the predictions straight away. So nice try there, Gatman, but you weren't fooling me on that one. So anywho, Sydney are the favourites for this match at $1.91. It is $3.50 for Perth Glory to get the victory for this game, and it's $3.60 for the draw. Head-to-head record since 2006. Sydney with 25 wins, 9 wins for Perth, and 8 draws. And recent matches, Sydney winning the past 3 with 4-1 win, 3-1 win, and a 1-0 victory. Yes, no fooling me. Yes, I'm onto it there, you get, man. Nice try, but I took it out, even though it was a disappointing week for the both of us. So hopefully we can do better this time around. But some surprising results along the way, so either way, we either predict quite well or we get some really entertaining games. So either way, it's basically somewhat of a victory overall. So Sydney are at home, 4 wins in the past 5 games, only losing 2 games here this season, so a pretty dominant force to be reckoned with. For Perth, just the 1 win, 2 draws past 5 games, losing the last couple there too. So yeah, for this game here, going to go for Sydney at home to get the job done. Let's go for a... let's make it interesting. 3-0 victory for Sydney. So really big win for them. Yeah, feel free to put your predictions on the stream there, Gatman, as I putting down your Brisbane War predictions so that I don't miss it out this time. Hello there, Sammy G. Do Melbourne City versus Western Sydney watch along. That's at 9:30 Saturday. Yeah, there's a good chance that I might be able to do that. Last week I did do 3 matches, including the 2 games on Saturday, and really not many people tuned up for them, so it was quite disappointing. So it's good that you sound interested for that one, so I will really consider it. So make sure you turn on the notifications so you can check that I am live once it comes that time there, but just have to make sure that I don't have anything else planned or something on that particular day, but definitely doing the Brisbane War Central Coast Mariners game anyway. But thanks for the suggestion. You're going to go for Sydney 1-0 victory there, Gatman. Okay, I'll put that one down, so that sounds not as exciting as what I'm going for. So the next game we have Melbourne City against Western Sydney. So Melbourne City are the favourites for this match at $1.91. Western Sydney at $3.60. And it's $3.40 for the draw. So I just get it up here, doing my research live for you guys. makes it easier for the both of us, so you can sort of see the process and interact in the stream at the same time. And it's a good chance to think about what you're going to predict for this match here. So Western Sydney, 12 wins, 9 wins for Melbourne City, and 4 draws since 2012, as Western Sydney are the second new A-League sides. Of course, Western United are the official new club coming in force this season. So recent matches, Melbourne City, 4 wins in the past 5 matches there. Quite a few goals for the last times they play each other. 5 goals here, Melbourne City winning 3-2. Couple of 3-0 victories for Melbourne City and Western Sydney there. A 4-3 win for Melbourne City last year as well too. So if he gets any of those games, we're in for a good time. Melbourne City, second place, 3 wins in the past 5 games for them. And Western Sydney, 3 wins and a draw in the past 5 games. And I believe Western Sydney was one of those sides that's involved in some high-scoring games, was it? Yeah, 5-2 winners over Adelaide recently, 3-1 defeats against Brisbane as well too. So there should be quite a few goals expected in this game here, and more favourable towards Melbourne City as well too, it seems. I'm going to go for Melbourne City, 3-2 win is my prediction for this game here. Okay, the next match got my club, the Wellington Phoenix. They are hosting Melbourne Victory for this A-League fixture. And we're having a pretty good season, so let's keep that form going. And we are the favourites for this game against Melbourne Victory, who are not living up to their name of winning matches. And wins are very hard to come by for Melbourne Victory this season, so really unfortunate for them, but that is a bonus for us. So 344 the victory and 364 the draw. So feel free to put your prediction there, Gatman, for the Melbourne City and Western Sydney game. Western Sydney upset 4-3. Okay, so going something different there, so nice to see. So in case you have the opportunity to win, and you're going to go for a 2-0 win for Wellington, so you're ahead of me for that game there. So obviously, you know, I'm going to go for our Wellington Phoenix victory regardless, but might go for a different margin so I can get the correct score. Decisive results, shall we be, even after the 5 games. So 20 wins for the Victory, 8 wins for the Phoenix, 11 draws overall since 2007. And recently got a couple of draws, well, 5 draws in the past 6 games between these two sides. Melbourne Victory winning a couple here, so it's been all the way to since 2018 since Wellington Phoenix have actually managed to defeat Melbourne Victory, so surely we can change that fortune around. Like, so many draws. Yeah, so Wellington Phoenix, 4 wins in the past 5 games. Well, Melbourne Victory, 1 win, 2 draws, 2 defeats. This is one of the worst seasons they have experienced though. And we have got a game in the hands there, so it could be effectively 16 points above Victory this season. Been playing well, especially at home. They're at home this week, yes. Wellington Phoenix are at home this week. Defence has been solid for the Phoenix. Yeah, only conceding 23 goals there. So, yeah, going to go for the Wellington Phoenix. Going to go for a bit of a closer result here. Going to go for a 2-1 scoreline for the Phoenix. And the last match, we have Adelaide and Newcastle Jets up against each other. So Adelaide haven't been in good form there recently, have they? With Ashton United's recently making the comments on one of the live streams there. Was pretty disgusted with the fact that his team lost 5-1 against Western United last time round, and we saw them predicting them to end up winning that match, and they were unable to do so. Instead, they were on their hands an absolute spanking from Western, the new club in the A-League. So it was one of the very unexpected results for the season so far. So Adelaide's 18 wins, Newcastle Jets with 12 and 13 draws since 2006. Adelaide's have had the best of things over Newcastle Jets with 4 wins, 2 draws, past 5 games there. But yeah, let's look at them on the table. Yeah, Adelaide United 4 defeats in the past 5 games. Haven't drawn a game this whole entire season. So it's a matter of picking them to win or lose, basically. And for Newcastle Jets, they've done in 10th place, 2 wins and 3 draws. So they have picked up quite a bit of form there recently. So I can see Newcastle Jets causing a bit of an upset for this game. Best bet of that week will be Brisbane Adelaide. Everyone is lucky that Wild Western United off this week. Yes, Western United, yes, they are the club that has the bye. This time around, Scatman's team, he's new to the A-League, so he decided to support the new A-League team. So he might be... So yeah, we might see quite a dramatic drop of goals there if we don't get there 5 or 6 goals this time around. Okay, you're going to go for a 3-0 victory for Adelaide. Yeah, and I'm going to go for Newcastle. I'm going to go for Newcastle 1-0 winners to end things off there. So a couple of different predictions for us there. So should be interesting which ones come through and which ones don't. And I think this is the first time I haven't predicted a draw for any of these matches. But considering Adelaide haven't drawn in their 20 games there of the season, why back then to draw a match now? That's what I'm thinking. So feel free to put your own thoughts and predictions down in the comment section below. Gatman's already done his, so make it a bit more of an interesting battle if we get a 3rd or a 4th person involved there. Good luck to me, yes, good luck to you too as well. And if you aren't aware already, I do a whole bunch of other predictions. Got the Premier League, Scottish Premiership, La Liga, Serie A, which is in a month. We'll postpone it because of the coronavirus, but to be back again for that. The Bundesliga, Liga 1, the USA, MLS predictions, the A-League predictions, some live watch-alongs with the A-League, and some other random club series, cup competitions, some Olympic videos, so lots of different things that I do as well too. Too exciting for draws lately. Well, for Adelaide's, yeah, there's been some cases where they've been close to getting draws at matches, but they probably really go for it in the final few minutes, and that might either be costly or be rewarding for them. So it's an interesting approach. And yeah, what do we think about the top 6 race there of the season? It's really heating up. We only got 7-8 matches left to go this season. So who's going to get into it? We got Western United and Adelaide both on 27 towards that top 6. The Phoenix are looking really nicely to lock in those spots, possibly even climb above Melbourne City there to get us a home semi-final, and that would be an absolute dream if that happens. So let's keep that form going. And we also got another game midweek against Sydney there, so probably only a day after this lot of matches takes place, I'll be back again previewing the next lot of matches. So don't forget about that midweek match for Sydney and Wellington Phoenix, which will be a big and exciting battle ahead there. But anyway, I'm probably talking a bit too long there, so thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.